Okay, so we have your full body conditioning for this morning, and we're gonna get ourselves warmed up first. So let's do 10 jumping jacks. Whether you wanna do 10 high impact jacks or 10 low, totally up to you. Once you have done your 10 jumping jacks, we're gonna alternate 10 front lunges. With the front lunge, again, to keep the lunge nice and small, we're gonna drop that back knee down towards the floor. You don't have to get right to the floor, but I want you to keep the eyes up, abs nice and tight, and we'll do 10 lunges total. So 5 lunges on the left, 5 on the right. And once you have done your 5, we'll do leg swings front and back. So if you need to hold on to something for balance, feel free to hang onto a wall, back of a chair, whatever's close. But get your eyes onto a focal point. Tighten up those abs and just swing the arms with the legs. We'll do 10 leg swings on each leg. I am all over the place today. Once we have done our 10 leg swings, we're going to come down onto the floor, high plank or push-up position. Now, coming right down to the floor is not doable. Then I want you to put your hands onto a coffee table, the first or second step of the staircase. Having your hands higher off the floor will just make it easier. That is it. So we're on our hands, we're on our toes. We're going to take one foot, step it wide to the same hand. Take that hand and open up towards the ceiling. Step that foot back. Same thing on the other side. Eyes are going to follow the hand to the ceiling, opening up through the shoulder, chest, and hip. We're going to do 10 rotations total, so 5 on each side. And once you have done your 10, stay down in this high plank position, and we're going to finish with either 10 plank toe taps or 10 plank jacks. So either jump or step those feet out to the side for 10, and then come on up. Perfect. Okay, so we have 9 exercises. Sorry, 9? Yes, 9 exercises that we're going to get through today. 35 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Well, we're going to start with the bicep curl tricep combination. So I need 2 dumbbells. Move number 1. Palms are going to face up. We're going to do bicep curls. Move number 2. Overhead tricep extensions with either 1 dumbbell or 2. You choose. So grab 2 weights for me. Starting with the bicep curls. So I need those palms facing up towards the ceiling. Here we go. So keep those shoulders down, relax, palms are up, eyes are up. So we're not going to look down at the feet. We're going to tighten up those abs. So I want you to pull the belly button in towards the spine. And we're going to lock the shoulders into place. So the shoulders do not move. We are only bending through the elbows. And the key is not to swing the dumbbells up. So I don't want any swinging. We're going to control on the way down, control on the way up. Good. All right, 1 dumbbell or 2, totally up to you. But I want you to get the weight up above the head. We're going to tuck those elbows in. Knees are soft. Still keeping those abs nice and tight and eyes are up. We're going to bend the weight right behind the head and then punch the ceiling. Just watch that you don't start to arch the back as you bring the dumbbell behind the head. You can always stagger the feet if you need to in order to watch or in order to kind of lock in that posture. Good. 10 more seconds, and then we're going to rinse and repeat. So we're going to go back to the bicep curl again. In 4, 3, 2, perfect. Now if you want to go heavier or lighter, you got about 5 seconds to make that change. Okay, palms are up, feet either side by side or staggered, up to you. Keep the shoulders down, Lock those shoulders into place as well. Only move through the elbow joint. So as you come up, what you don't want to do is lift the elbows. So we're going to glue the arms tight to the ribs, keeping those abs nice and tight so that we don't swing the dumbbells up. You got it. I need 10 more seconds. And then we're going to go back to the overhead tricep extensions one more time. And then we get to move on to shoulders. In 3, 2, perfect. All right, 1 or 2 dumbbells, totally up to you. With 2 dumbbells, you'll simply just glue them together. All right, get the weight up. Elbows are in, eyes are up. Re-engage those abs for me. And knees are nice and soft. Watch that lower back as the weight comes behind the head. Good, remember, you can either do a split stance, you can keep your feet side by side, whatever allows you to keep this nice tall posture. And in about 10 seconds, we'll take that 10-second break, and then I need 1 dumbbell, and you're gonna pick a side, left or right. Rotational shoulder presses are coming up. Good, there it is. So, dumbbell in one hand, palm's gonna face out. You're gonna press straight up to the ceiling as you rotate or pivot underneath it. So, press or rotate and come back up. The key is you press straight to 12 o'clock. I don't want you to press and have the hand out in front. I want you to pull it back. Think bicep to ear and rotate hip, knee, and ankle as you press. Do not worry about your speed. Control the movement, keeping those abs tight and eyes up. You got it. I need 5 more seconds. We'll do the exact same thing on the other side. Perfect. We got to keep the same weight from one side to the next. And we can always go heavier or lighter on round 2. All right, abs are tight. Here we go. Press and rotate. Come on back. Good. Up. Get that bicep to ear. Keeping those abs nice and tight. You got it. And then when the timer goes, we'll do each side one more time. So if you want to go heavier or lighter with your weights, you're gonna have about 10 seconds to make that happen. 10 seconds left on this side. And then we'll go back to arm number 1. In 4, 3, 2, and relax. Good. Make a weight change if you want, totally up to you. We're gonna get that hand back up. Knees are soft, abs are nice and tight. Punch your ceiling, rotate hip, knee, and ankle, getting that bicep to ear. Good. Nice work. If you need to take a little bit of a pause, you'll take it here in the bottom, then do another rep, and then take another pause if you need it. You got it, you got it. I need about 15 more seconds on this side, and then we'll switch. We'll do your second arm, and then we're gonna move on to the legs. Good, in 5, 4, 3, 2, woo. That shoulder is burning. Okay, hands up. Last time here, we're gonna give the upper body a bit of a break. All right, here we go. Rotate and press. Come on, back down. Make sure you've re-engaged those core, re-engage the core. Oh, me and my words today. Keep those eyes up. Don't look down at your feet. Get that bicep to ear. Make sure you're punching straight to 12 o'clock and not letting that arm come out in front. So watch it doesn't come here. You gotta keep it pulled back. I need 10 more seconds. We're going to do a dynamic lunge. So I need 1 dumbbell. We're gonna get our feet nice and wide. Perfect. So get your feet nice and wide. You can even turn your toes out a little bit. We're gonna bring hand to opposite foot, and then we switch hands, go into the other side. So push that hip out and back, switch hands, same thing on the other side. Keep those eyes up. Keep those abs nice and tight for me. Good. Going a little bit of an angle here for you. And as you get more and more warmed up in this range, I want you to see if you can sink a little deeper into that lateral lunge. You got it. 5 more seconds. We're gonna do the exact same thing. 3 more times. Perfect. Shake it out. Make a weight change if you want. Heavier, lighter, whatever you need. In 3, 2, here we go. Lunge, switch. Good. Don't worry about your speed. I'd rather you work on your range, so getting a little deeper, stretching those muscles a little bit further, making them contract a little bit more to get out of that lunge. Good. Nice. All right, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. And grab water whenever you need it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, perfect. 2 down, 2 to go. And then we're gonna go into another combination. All right, you ready? Here it is. Lunge and switch. Eyes are up, don't look down at your feet. Push those hips back. Keep those abs nice and tight. Good. You got it. When you go into that lunge, you should feel that outside hip, quad, outside foot, and then you're going to use those muscles to get you back to the center so that you can switch hands and drop into the other side. In 4, 3, 2, good. I need 1 more. And then we're going to move on to a hand-to-hand swing sumo squat combination. All right, last time. Grab a seat. Good, make sure those eyes are up. Re-engage those abs. And when the timer goes, we're gonna have just 10 seconds, but I need 1 dumbbell or 1 kettlebell for a hand-to-hand swing. And then either 1 or 2 dumbbells or a kettlebell, if you've got them, for a sumo squat. And we'll end up doing 2 of each. Good, in 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Woo. All right, hand-to-hand swing. 1 dumbbell or 1 kettlebell, you choose. Here we go. All right, so weight out in front. High pass, switch hands. So there's gonna be about a second, maybe half a second, when you do not have a hand on the dumbbell or the kettlebell. But I need you to keep those abs tight. Push those hips back like you're doing a deadlift. And then squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads as you stand up, using that momentum to move the dumbbell. Good, 5 seconds. Sumo squats coming up. Perfect, park it. So I need your feet wide, toes slightly turned out. 2 dumbbells, 1 dumbbell, 1 kettlebell. So push the knees out. I want you to sit as deep as you can. Push the floor away with those heels. Squeeze that butt on the way up. Keeping your abs nice and tight and eyes up. You got it. When the timer goes, we'll do each move 1 more time, and then we're gonna hit the deck. Good, 10 more seconds. That's it, push those knees out. Squeeze that butt on the way up. In 3, 2, and 1. Now make a weight change if you want. We're gonna go back to that hand-to-hand swing. So again, knees soft, push the butt back, keep those shoulders pulled back. High pass, swing through. Keep those abs tight. We want to support the lower back as we come into that deadlift position. Using those legs to move the weight. Your arms are just along for the ride. Good. You got it, you got it. We got 10 seconds left. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and park it. Let's get set up for the sumo last time. So feet wide, turn those toes out a little bit. 1 dumbbell or 2 or a kettlebell. Push those knees out. Grab a seat. Push the floor away with those heels. Squeezing that butt on the way up. Good, abs are tight. Shoulders down and back, you got it. Now, when the timer goes, we're gonna hit the deck. Move number one. We're going to do a side-to-side push-up, either from the knees or the toes. You can even elevate your hands off the floor to make it easier. Move number two is we're gonna do a sit-up, with or without weight. Good, so let's hit the deck. I need you to start with your hands together. So hands are together, knees or toes. You're gonna step out to the side with one hand. Drop the chest down, bring the hands back together. Same thing on the other side. Drop that chest, bring those hands back together. Same thing from the knees, right? Good. We're just moving those hands from left to right. No big deal. Keeping those abs tight. Not in a big spot. And if you're on your feet, you can make those feet nice and wide. Bigger base of support. Perfect. All right, flip it over for me. One dumbbell if you want, and if you're gonna use a weight, you're gonna put it at the chest. All right, drive your back into the mat. We're gonna use those abs to sit ourselves all the way up and control on the way down. Straighter legs will be easier to sit up with, or pull those knees in for more of a bent leg. You got it? Nice. Perfect, perfect. All right, we got about 5 seconds left. We're gonna spin back over and get set up for the side-to-side push-up. You got it, flip it over. Happen. All right, knees or toes, hands together. Feet up, here we go. Drop that chest down between the hands. Good, same thing on the other side. I want you to keep those abs tight, so pull that belly button up. I want you to squeeze your butt, which is gonna help you keep this nice tight plank position. And like I said, if you're on your toes, get your feet wider. You can do the same thing off the knees. You can even elevate your hands off the floor. I need 5 seconds. One more time with that weighted sit-up. All right, flip it over for me. Grab a dumbbell if you want, totally up to you. Weight is at the chest. Push your back into the mat. Use those abdominals to sit yourself up. Lower back down under control. Do not worry about your speed. Control the movement. I want you to feel those abdominals contracting and lifting those shoulders up as high as you can off the floor. Nice. All right, I need about 10 more seconds here. We stand back up and we're gonna go back to the legs. Reverse lunges are coming up next. Perfect. All right, come on up. You can have 2 dumbbells, 1 or none. Totally up to you. We're gonna alternate left and right. So pull those shoulders back for me. Step it back, drop that back knee, feet together. Keeping those abdominals nice and tight. Think of pushing the floor away with that front foot to bring your feet back together. Good. And again, don't worry about the speed. I want you to step it back as far as you can and drop the knee down as much as you can to the floor. 5 seconds left. In 3, 2, good. Same thing 3 more times. Nothing changes unless you want to change your weight. All right, you ready? Feet together, shoulders down, eyes are up. Find that focal point for me. Drop that back knee. Push the floor away with that front foot. You got it. Nice work. You can always start with 2 dumbbells. You can then drop down to 1, hold it goblet style. You can then drop down to none and finish body weight. Just don't stop. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 2 down, 2 to go, moving on. All right, make any weight changes if you want. In 3, 2, let's go. Drop that back knee. got this. You can always slow it down. Take a pause. Do your next lunge. Drop down in the weight. The only rule is that we don't quit. We keep pushing through. We keep pushing through these 35 seconds because I know you can do it. I only need about 8 more seconds here. 1 more round and then we're back down on the floor. Woo, heart rate up. Good. I need 1 more. And then like I said, we're back down on the floor with either 1 dumbbell or 2, up to you. All right, you ready? Here it is, last time, step it back. Feet together. Eyes up, abs tight. Can you drop that back knee down a little bit further on this last round? Maybe you went up a little bit more on the weight, come on. But in about 20 seconds, grab a drink if you need it. On the floor, on your back. Now, if you have a workout bench, feel free to use it. We are doing chest pullovers with either 1 dumbbell or 2. Depends on how heavy you want to go. In 3, 2, there's 1. Perfect, hit the deck. So we're on our back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. And like I said, 1 dumbbell or 2. Start with the weight above the chest. Re-engage those abs. Bring the weight behind the head, get that nice stretch through the lats, through the chest, and the triceps. Using those muscles to pull the dumbbell back up above the chest. We are only moving through the shoulder. We're not bending through the elbows. I want you to get the arm as straight as you can without locking the elbow. Good. All right, I'm gonna make a weight change for round 2. You can do the same thing 3 more times. You ready? Push that back down. Now, if you're using a workout bench, you'll be able to get a bigger range of motion. You won't have the floor to stop you. But still make sure that you're keeping your back pushed down into the bench and your feet are either flat on the floor or you can bring them up on top of the bench if you want. Good. Keep those arms as straight as you can. Feel that stretch. And pull that weight back up. You got it. Nice. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. And we're actually going to stay down on the floor for our next move. We're going to go back to some ab work. All right, you ready? Push your back down. Straighten out those arms. And if you need to take a little bit of a pause, take it at the top. Do another rep. Take another pause. Just don't stop. Keep going through. Push through the 35 seconds with good form, which is why if you need to pause, take it. Nice. We've only got to do these pullovers 1 more time. And then we'll set the weight off to the side. And we're going to go into some abdominal jackknives next, so that you know where we're heading. And I'll show you a few ways that you can do the jackknives as well. All right, hands up, push that back down. Here we go. Last time here. See if you can let the weight come back a little bit further behind the head. You got it. Take that pause at the top if you need it. Come on. Almost there, almost there. We'll set this weight off to the side. We're going to straighten the legs out. We're going to bring both hands above the head. And I'll show you the abdominal jackknife. Perfect. All right. Get that weight out of the way. So I need your legs straight out and arms above the head. So option 1. Just lift the shoulders. Coming up, meeting the leg. Using those abdominals, we're going to push your back. We're going to use those abs to lift the shoulders and pull the leg up. Option 2 is you can sit all the way up. Still alternating left and right. Now, if you need more of a challenge, I want you to bring both legs up to meet both hands. Nice. So choose the hardest version for you. That's where I want you to start. And then make it easier as you go along. Perfect. drive that back down. I want you to feel those muscles tighten up. Use them to lift the arms and the legs. Do not worry about your speed. Focus on feeling those muscles work. Good. And like I said, start with the hardest version. Even if you just do like 1 or 2, and then drop it down to make it easier. Good. 3 seconds. Whew. Nice. All right, 2 down, 2 to go, and then we stand back up to finish off. Ooh, no. Here we go, round 3. Good, push that back down. Remember, coming up with 2 legs is the hardest. Then coming up with just 1 leg. That's gonna bring it down a little bit. Remember to make it even easier. Just lift the shoulders, do not sit all the way up. We're still using those abdominals to get lift and pull the legs up. I need 10 more seconds. And I need, whoo, let's see, 1 more round. Yes, I do. Whoo. We gotta do that 1 more time, and then we're gonna stand up. We're gonna grab 2 dumbbells, and we're gonna do a hammer bicep curl. You ready? Last 35 here, come on. Drive that back down, come on, use those abdominals. Do not swing yourself up, which is super tempting to do as you get tired. Come on, you got this, you got this. I need 15 more seconds. Whew. Oh man, they're on fire. Oh, Nelly, 2 seconds, 1 more rep, come on. There it is, come on up for me. All right, 2 dumbbells. We're gonna have the palms face the legs. Knees are soft. We're gonna bring the end of the hammer, or sorry, the end of the dumbbell to the shoulder, and then come on back down. Knees are soft, abs are nice and tight. Take your time to get yourself set up. Make sure your eyes are not looking at your feet, and make sure you don't start swinging those weights. Control. Good. If you need to take a pause, take it here. If you need to alternate, feel free to do that. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Nice. All right. We're gonna do that 1 more time, and then we're gonna do a different move for the last 2 rounds. Here we go. Palms face in. All the way up, all the way down. Re-engage those abs. Knees are nice and soft, eyes are up, you got it. Now to finish off, we only need 1 dumbbell. We are going to do wood choppers. 1 round to the left, 1 round to the right. And then we are done. 10 more seconds here, come on. Almost there, almost there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, all right, 1 weight. I need you to pick a side, left or right. We're gonna put the dumbbell between the 2 hands. Get your feet a little wider. So, half squat. And then as you stand up, we're gonna throw the weight over the one side. Come right back down. Eyes are gonna follow the dumbbell. I need you to keep those abdominals nice and tight. And as we swing, we're gonna be using those obliques to help move the weight and help control the weight. Good. 10 seconds left. We got 1 more side, and then we're done. Good. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the same weight. Keep the same weight. All right. Last 35 seconds. You ready? Here we go. Half squat. Throw it over your shoulder. Make sure your eyes are following that dumbbell. Keep those abs tight. Rotate hip, knee, and ankle. Come on, finish strong. Let's go. Almost there. Almost done. And then we'll get you stretched out. 15 seconds. Come on. Last time. Almost there. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, and done. Grab some water for me. Nice work. Get that out of the way. I want you to come down on the mat onto your stomach for me. We're gonna start with a core stretch. We're gonna do some cobras. So, hands are right underneath the shoulders. From here, I want you to push up away from the floor, letting your hips sink towards the mat, letting your arms straighten out, keep those elbows rotated in, and bring your eyes up to the ceiling as much as you can. I want you to hold here for 1 or 2 big deep breaths, and then we're gonna shift our weight back onto our heels into child's pose. Sitting on your heels, reaching those hands out in front as much as you can for a nice upper to mid back stretch. And then shift your weight forward 1 more time, dropping those hips, bringing the eyes up. And see if you can sink a little deeper into the cobra. And after another 1 or 2 nice big deep breaths, I want you to shift your weight back again, reaching those hands out in front, and then walking the hands either to the left or to the right of your mat. Getting a little deeper into the one side of the back. Same thing on the other side. Good, bring those hands back to the center. Sit those hips back a little deeper if you can. Shift your weight forward, we're on our hands and knees. Take one arm, thread it under, drop the shoulders, drop the hip, find that stretch around the back of the arm. Hold the stretch until any tension fades away. And then come on up. Same thing on the other side. Thread that needle, drop the shoulder, drop the hip until you find that stretch. Hold it until the tension fades away. Then we'll come back onto your hands and knees. Flexing those feet, pushing your hips up into a down dog. Heels are coming down, getting a nice calf stretch. Feel free to pedal out the feet. From here, I want you to bring one leg up towards the ceiling. Bring that knee to the same wrist. Slide your back leg back. You can stay nice and tall. You can work your way down to the mat, getting a nice stretch in through the hip. Holding the stretch until any tension fades away. And then you'll come back up onto those hands. Flex that back foot. Push the hips up into down dog again. Opposite leg comes up. Bringing that knee to the same wrist. Sliding that back leg back. Good, stay tall or get low. Getting a nice stretch in through the hip. Holding the stretch until your tension fades away. Noticing if one side is tighter than the other. And you can always go back and stretch out the tighter side one more time. Coming back up onto the hands, flex that back foot, get those hips up again. Walking the feet towards the hands, I want you to hang like a rag doll. Separate those shoulder blades, pull them apart for a mid-back stretch. Slowly standing it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bringing those shoulders down and back as interlace those hands and open up through the shoulders and the front of the chest. Keep the shoulders down, stick that chest out. Good. Giving yourself a nice big old pat on the back. I want you to push that elbow back, bring a nice quick stretch through the triceps. Switching sides whenever you're ready. And then grabbing onto an ankle, glue the knees together. Push the hips forward for a nice quad stretch. Always feel free to hang onto a wall or a chair if you need to. And then switching sides whenever any tension in that quad has faded away. Good. Make sure those knees are together. Pushing that hip forward. And you are done. Nice work on this full body conditioning workout. You guys all did amazing. Have a great rest of the day, and I'm going to see you in the next